That's actually really interesting. Yeah.
You need to play it specific way it's in, but I think that's perfectly adaptable
I
for
also find
people.
it.
I
I
learned to
find
do
it
it.
quite. I find it quite funny that your timer starts at -6. By the way.
Well, yeah, because time is supposed to start at first input, and it takes about 6 seconds to load in.
Oh, I see.
On my
Yeah.
PS2. It varies depending on which model of PS2 you have and what individual PS2 you have, because, you know, they're all going to be in various conditions.
Yep. But I'm sure that there are some very well-documented, like, relative guidelines that people have put out. That's like, if you have this, like, do these specific tests, and then you'll be able to find a time that works for the high split, right?
Nah, people aren't that crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just do it by feel, then.
They're probably that crazy about some games, but
Not for CTR.
not for CDR.
It's generally understood that, it's generally considered that the, I'm not keeping that.
Yeah.
The 39K model is, the optimal one. Has the least lag and, tends to produce the fastest loads. But that's not a universal experience. There are some other PS2 models that are largely untested. Largely a lot of Japanese models, but
Not surprised.
Yeah, unsurprising.
we're not entirely sure what the optimal model is, but, like, ain't nobody got the time to test this game on every single model of PS2 out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing that's certain is do not use a Slim.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
Slims are way laggier and have longer loads.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Yeah.
And that's the model they decided to produce after the PS2 was dying.
Well, I mean, it's technically Slims tend to be better for other games, but for CTR specifically, it's worse.
Probably because, like, the game
That's
is too damn
weird. I don't have a Slim, but it also is starting to read games, PS2 games, a lot worse.
Your laser's probably bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's definitely old.
If you're willing to do a little bit of surgery on your PS2, replacing the laser's not actually that hard.
It probably is like 2 soldiers away from
You just kind of need the correct screwdrivers to do it.
I don't trust in my own, you know, dexterity to fix it, but I do have. I think some of us can do some surgery on the PS2 without too much problem.
I tried to do it on my 30K, but unfortunately, the 30K is notoriously mad about upkeep. Because it's the oldest model of PS2 that was released in North America. So they're all pretty much in disrepair, and they were all prone to having problems.
Yeah.
Mine's no exception. It's just totally cooked.
You hate to see it, yeah.
The more...
Like, it works. It can still read things. But it's not good at it. It is...
Yeah.
I put on fast disk speed, and I get, like, slowed... It's as if I didn't put it on at all. Loads.
Giving sugar pill.
God. But yeah, what part would you need to fix the laser?
You just need to buy another laser. There are, like... There are some, like, cheap Chinese ones that are, like, that work pretty well. like,
I'm not going out to buy one now.
it's like, obviously, you're not going to be able to get one, like, an official one.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
PS2's been out of print forever now.
Yeah.
Yup. And Sony is never going to reissue that thing.
No.
Ever.
No.
There's no reason for them to.
Yeah. Even if they were...
There's reason for them to reissue the games on modern hardware. That would be, like, being able to, like, turn a profit on, like, classic games. But, you know,
Yeah,
most companies are really bad about that. Like,
And they're one of the worst companies. Yeah, imagine that.
Sony does better than Nintendo when it comes to preserving their old games, though, because they don't
Oh,
hit the fucking reset button every time.
Yeah.
That's
That's the dumb thing Nintendo does.
Yeah.
Probably one of the worst things Nintendo does.
Nintendo is so bad at preserving their old games. Like, it's actually kind of unbelievable. Shout out to the fact
Yeah.
that they fucking reprint Super Mario Sunshine for the first time ever. And guess what? Lamau, it's a limited release. Get fucked.
And then,
expensive.
yeah. Hey guys, I hope you like having two versions of Super Mario 64. You know, like one that was one that's basically originally emulated, and another one that was essentially a remake. Smile.
These days, I'm just going to say, if you want to play Mario 64, just fucking play the PC version.
Yep. Yep.
It's gonna be better than any other version Nintendo has to offer.
You can also BLJ.
Unless you were specifically speedrunning the N64 version, which has its own benefits, like, sure. I can't recommend anything other than the PC version.
Co-op Deluxe, unironically, really good. Like, I've watched people play Co-op Deluxe. I've not played Mario 64, and the moment I picked up Co-op Deluxe, I'm like, I can't play this game. This game was not made for my brain at all. Because my brain is like Super Mario Galaxy pill to hell and back, so I'm like, I can't do this.
That be fair.
Mario
Though, to be
Mario 64 has a learning curve, and some people don't want to admit that.
It does.
It has some very weird quirks that, like, I don't know, like in my brain, like, here's the funny thing, the first time I picked up 64, like playing Co-op Deluxe, like, I'm 90% sure, like, okay, I was like, wait, how's that gonna work? And then it's like,
It
fine.
functionally didn't lose me any time.
Yeah.
Don't
as I was
worry
saying-
about it. It was just funny.
Yeah, as I was saying though, like, something as simple as like a long jump in that game, I'm like, I played Mario Galaxy, I know how to do a long jump, I can do that, I know those inputs like the back of my hand. I couldn't do a long jump in 64. Like, I don't know what the
It is
fuck's
the same
going on.
inputs, though. I don't know what
It's
the
the same
line is.
input.
I don't know then. Maybe I'm just dumb with the timing then at that point.
Yeah, it's a bit clunkier. That being said, Sunshine has a much bigger learning curve. And if you played 64, you get messed up from that.
Sunshine, I feel like, is best described as embrace the curve, because you'll be learning it a lot.
Yeah. You kinda have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you're going for 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still got a good SG despite losing fire, so that's good.
Like, I think a good video that puts it into perspective best, if you'll have heard of Rental Floss,
Fuck!
Damn.
Nah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, like, if y'all heard of Brental Floss on YouTube, back in the day, like, he basically just makes a lot of, songs about various video games. For one that he decided to do, I believe it was about Mario Land, as an offhanded joke, he said, because at the time he didn't know, he said, like, Sunshine was the best one, not realizing because he hadn't played it, and then he played it. And then he's like, okay, yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, it really depends on what you value as to which Mario game is the best one. Like, Sunshine has some excellent movement mechanics.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
If you value the movement system above all else, Sunshine is the GOAT.
With Flood specifically.
That was so scuffed, but we still have fire.
I will say though, like when it comes to, especially now, because since Odyssey's come out, man, the movement tech in Odyssey is kind of insane.
It's neat, but it has a different flow compared to Sunshine.
Which is fair.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just you need something just a little different to like have something still be really good. Like, it isn't bad, it's just a different flavor of good, and sometimes that's okay. Some people like a different flavor of good.
Mario 64 kinda got it right with having a long jump in one.
Like, honestly, Mario 64 does feel good if you learn its rules. Like, that's kind of the caveat with it.
It is just layers of clung that if you're not used to it, then it's kinda oof.
The main thing with Mario 64 is really just the fact that it is from a time where nobody knew what the fuck they were doing with 3D platformers.
Oh, I mean,
Mario 64 was the first good one.
It wrote the rulebook for the 3D Collectathon.
Yup. Good reason
for
too.
The first 3D game, or no? I don't remember.
No, not even close.
Okay.
It was just the first one that did it right.
Okay.
I hear some places saying it's like Wolfenstein 3D or something like that.
Wolfenstein doesn't count. It's not really 3D. It's just tricking you into thinking it's 3D.
That's fair as well.
Well, my reserves are gonna be ass.
I'm looking at this. Yeah, no, that. Yeah.
I missed a mini turbo.
There's probably earlier and better examples, though.
But yeah, no, like 64 definitely did a good job at really putting it in perspective of like what a 3D game's like extent could be.
Yeah.
What's funny to me is that it doesn't feel like Nintendo even knows how to respect its own game's legacy.
Which is really...
Yeah, that's a fair complaint.
Yeah, like... Yeah.
When you get a E and E card.
When you get an E.
Oh no, trust me, like, the very first run of this, Aku was just, like, was so out of it.
That's just
like,
normal.
Yeah. Like, first Aku said welcome, and then was incoherent. The next time he said go fast, you know, and then it's like, okay, fine, we'll go fast.
It's like a vibe check.
Yeah.
Vibe check of the wild.
I will say, I feel like the one time Nintendo did a decent job at least celebrating their IP. Like for the 25th anniversary of Mario, like they released a whole bunch of like videos like throughout like I think like at least a week, where they literally showed off a lot of the weird quirks that like the original Mario had, and even like stuff for the lost levels, like showing off, showing off. I think one of the videos that come to mind was when they had an entire video literally explaining how jank the hitboxes were in the original Mario. Like how it was literally possible to like hit a Koopa shell as it's sliding forward, or like as while it's sliding, you're able to basically clip through it because the hitbox is slightly smaller, leaving just enough of a gap that Mario can just slip through. Like, that is a core memory I have. I don't know why. It is. It just is.
Sometimes things just resonate with us, man.
Yeah.
I mean, wait. When the hell? When the world was Mario 25? Hang on. I want to say 2012 off the top. Actually, wait, give me a minute. I don't know how to check.
It was 10 years ago, so...
2015.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is pretty easy to figure out from just napkin math.
Yeah. I can say that for real now. It was 10 years ago.
Let me quickly bust up my Wii disc of Super Mario All-Stars.
Alright, let's not fuck up, Sewer this time, please.
Yeah.
You can get a hang time.
Yes, thank you, Aku. Aku.
You can get a hang time.
You can get a hang time.
Thank you. 2010. Jesus. Okay, I was. Wait, no, sure, that's me. Hang on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was
God,
15
I was
years ago.
9 years old? Oh god, no wonder that this is like literally like brain rot in my head.
Oh, that was, like, not an SG at all.
I see. A bit scuffed, but the barrel didn't get hit this time.
As long as we don't hit the barrel, we're good.
Yeah.
We didn't hit the wall either.
Or the second barrel.
The second barrel tends not to be as much of an issue.
The wall's rare.
I'm just being quiet.
That's fine. We didn't lose as... That mistake is not nearly as costly.
Yeah.
Fair.
Also, lap 2 was like fire, so, you know, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. This is fine. We can keep this run
Unfortunate,
alive.
but we take these.
There's always time saving purpose.
nice thing about boss races is that you can just kind of cycle through items no matter what.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
With the exception of Pinstripe, all the bosses spawn enough items that, like, whatever items that you place are going to be gone by the time that you reach that same spot. Because there's a limit to how many can be active on the map at a given time.
And then at some point it just starts deleting the old ones.
Yeah, like so.
Yeah, you can visually see it happen.
So,
Those are some solid laps, though.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, we saved time on that split.
I will say, like, now that I'm starting to pick up on, like, the small things, like how you explained, like, with, the engine pitch, I'm like, okay, you definitely had a lot more speed going into that off-road section, so you're definitely a lot better off.
Congratulations on opening.
Well, it's not only just having more speed going into it, but also, you also, can get a speed ghost on the off-road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're landing on a downhill.
Insane. Okay.
Ah, pretty good.
And I lost fire, but who cares?
Yeah,
no, might
overall
have a second.
movement is whatever, man. It's the races that matter.
Yep, exactly. That was weird.
That was a very sharp one, huh?
Huh. Something tells me lap 2 in particular of this map is a lot better than
Drift,
lap
damn
1.
you.
What? That was weird.
It's funny just hearing the honk of the TNT box.
Iconic sound effect.
It
Yes.
really is. It really is.
Just like the Spyro gem sound. Really?
Spire really wasn't
One strats because we lost reserves.
like Spire really wasn't in my childhood compared to Crash. Like the only reason Crash Bandicoot was a part of my childhood was because literally, like, the kid across the road literally had had a PlayStation, so it's like that was the only place where I consumed, like, Crash Bandicoot as a kid.
Yeah.
And that was
That's
a fine
nice.
Tiger Temple for everything considered.
Yeah.
There could be more. There could be.
Lap 3
more
could have been better.
egregious time loss.
If I kept fire, that would have been even. That I would have saved even more time.
You go fight.
You go.
You go.
Excuse me. Say that again, please.
Don't say it again. She'll lose time.
Good point.
But yeah,
Awesome.
I was the reverse. I didn't have Crash, but I did have Spyro.
I
All
have
three
both.
of them. And the Force one eventually. The Force one was so sad, man.
Wait, what?
Enter the Dragonfly, yeah.
Enter the Dragonfly. It is not the worst Spyro game, but it
I
is
think
a
it
pretty
is.
dang bad game.
I absolutely think it is.
I'm going to mention 3 words. The DS games.
Oh no.
I don't think a single one of the DS games matches the sheer stank of Enter the Dragonfly for me.
Oh.
They not only do But they introduced some vile nonsense into them. They're kind of RPGs. If that doesn't,
fun.
Yeah,
if
like
that doesn't scare you,
How do you add
sure.
RPGs into what is essentially like an open world collectathon that is Spyro, right?
you can do it. It's not hard. It's really just a matter of can you do it well. And it sounds like no, the RPGs did not do it well.
the RPGs are some of the stinkiest games I've ever played.
Yeah, no.
Well, the one that I have played. The one that I've seen, the other one that I've seen, not any better. Maybe even worse.
I'm still going to say Enter the Dragonfly is
Get
still
turbo.
worse, just off the fact that it is about as not fun as you can get for an unfinished game. Because of the fact that they just kind of populated it with a whole lot of nothing. It's boring.
Yeah, that's its
so
greatest crime.
So that branching
It
path
does make a
thing,
fun
what's
speedrun.
that?
But,
Yeah.
like, that's not a good thing.
It is absolutely worse than Hero's Tale.
Hero's
I'll
Tale
say
is
that.
Hero's Tale's fine. I will go to bat for that game.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like, is it like the equivalent of like you see that path over there? What's that for? Nothing, Jimmy. What do you mean? It's just nothing, Jimmy. You don't go there. Like, is it that level of thing where it's like it's just there to be there and that's it?
A little bit of that. A little more.
They forgot to populate the area, basically, and they made
A
the
little more.
way too big.
Why did you do this?
I see. Okay. Yeah.
There's just wide open spaces where there's just nothing but a few scattered gems in the corners. It sucks.
Oh. Little Timmy Ford was going to Grand Adventure. No, he just picked up pennies on the dime, essentially.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate here.
Stuff like that. And the stuff that is there is real stinky.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it is unfortunate when games decide, especially
No.
Thanks, Tiny.
I'm just gonna be a little more quiet for the rest of the stuff, just until I get past it, I'll finish my thought. Okay, like, it does kind of feel like a crime when modern day games especially do, when they pull shit like that, where it's like, man, look at this giant world where you can go anywhere you want. So I went up this hill. I went up this hill past this forest. What was there? A couple dollars, and that's it.
To access this boss garage,
Thank you, Arthur.
Thank you, Arthur. But, yeah. Enter the Dragonfly's main sin was it was boring and it really didn't breathe life into the world. Also, the first world is vaguely racist.
Oh no.
Yep. Have fun.
I don't remember much about the vaguely racism. It has been forever since I played the game.
Chinese accents, bad dialogue.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. It probably is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I just blocked that out of my brain entirely.
Yeah, no, there's a reason we blocked these things out of our brain. It really is terrible.
I want to say potentially a game of its time, but I need to look up when this game came out before I fully sit
It
on
was
that.
like 2004, 2005.
Yeah, I want to say it was 04.
Yeah, I wanna
yeah,
say
game
it's
of its
04.
time then. Yeah, no, even then I'd still say game of its time.
That doesn't excuse it though. It
That
never
does not remotely
Yeah.
excuse of it.
Which is
Spyro's
unfortunate
1
to
through
say.
3 were made in 4 years collectively.
Oh, God.
And they're as good as they are. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's just kind of a shame that, like, for almost all of these classic games, they were made under crunch.
Yeah. But that's fine?
It's not fine. It's never fine. Like, the games turned out good. That's great. I'm happy for that. But also, those people did not need to be working those hours.
Who is world's best driver?
Yeah.
Apu moves so fast, you drags.
True. They don't need to be working those hours, but it sounds like people at Insomniac Game had a good enough time making it. Hard work, satisfying work.
God, I forgot Insomniac made. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard to-
unfortunately, it didn't even stop going into the PS2 era. The Ratchet games also have, like, the shadow of crunch all over them.
I won't lie, I keep forgetting Insomniac made Ratchet and Clank. Hell, they made Spyro. It's mostly because nowadays, anytime I think of Insomniac, I keep thinking of how they're continually held in the clutches of Sony with fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is. It's like, they're just not the same developers that they used to be. Like, just straight up. Like, barely any of the same talent is even still there.
They're still really good, though.
Dude,
They're good, there's just not the same style of games anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish we had... I just want a spiritual success for Sunset Overdrive, man. I love that game.
Yeah.
That game did not do well enough for it.
It's a fun game, though.
I mean, you say that part, and Gex and Croc got another chance.
Yeah, under different labels.
Yup,
Like, straight up. It's not the same devs.
I see.
Mapu not himself today. Maybe
Also,
Mapu
it's
not
like,
eat
they just got ported.
breakfast.
That's all.
You are fast.
Ported and
Be so
upscaled.
small.
Yeah,
Please keep
Yeah.
help.
it's still
Outside
something,
problem for
which
you. Him not
is more than what we expected.
Grumpy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks, Papa. Also, dang, a gold this run.
We're golding a lot right now because we're functionally on completely new splits.
Oh, I see.
Because, emulator loads way slower than, console.
Gotcha. Low gens. Understood. You were practicing this place earlier. How did you do in the
Didn't jump
practice?
the fence. For context, Zephyr, this entire track had to be deleted. The split had to be deleted because the run that it was done in essentially had to skip that she should have done for the actual category.
I see.
Yeah, the fence jump, you're not allowed to do.
I see.
And I did that on a run by accident. And saved that.
Oh.
Oops. And I totally forgot to hit the split button, so we're skipping that one.
Well, no big loss.
It's just a small lack of advantage. Like, if Mitch that's fine. You still have overall, and that's what that matters.
We lost time that split because we failed the league skip.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, that was, like, easily another, like, +8 from skip failing that. It's a bad one to miss.
Mm-hmm. Still recoverable if you hit some of the later tricks here.
Like, I need to remind y'all, by the way, that I have, like, well over 20 seconds in Polar Pass.
Ah.
Oh, potential time save? Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
And once again, you need to remind me, that's the one where you literally failed, like, you failed the trick twice on screen, right? It's that close?
Well, I just played, like, a total ass on it, yeah.
Okay, so I was correct.
Ah, that was me on Mario Party. It happens.
Yeah, like, we're +5 right now. There's 23 possible time save, and it's probably more than that. One of these days, I'm going to go back to Scarlet and Violet and finally do the epilogue chapter with Petra Run.
Yeah. Scarlet Violet, like, to me, like, it's weird. Like Scarlet Violet, like, I don't know what it was, but like something in that game, it just did not compel me to finish it as quickly as I thought I would. Like, before that, I hadn't even touched Sword and Shield, and even before that, Ultra Sun and Moon, I didn't even make it to E4. I think I got to, like, the final island, because, like, at the time, Ultra Sun and Moon was in the same realm of how I felt like Black and White 2 was when I was a kid. It's the same shit on a different box color sort of thing, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I had yet to see what was new and what they changed. And in retrospect, I feel bad, like I can understand Kid Me for Black and White 2, but now as an adult, seeing what was added, I'm like, yeah, no, if only Kid Me had actually stuck around with it. I feel like an idiot, because I won't lie, like, at the time, with Black and White, holy cow, I love doing the legendary hunt in post game. Man, Kid Me would have absolutely eaten up the legendary hunt in Black and White 2.
Yeah.
I just feel a little bad that, hey, them's the breaks. I still have my original cartridges, which honestly is still very good. Like, that's that's an insane amount of money to hold in 2 pieces of plastic right there.
I lost my White 2 cartridge. I have no idea where it ended up.
I still have mine around. I think I'll just keep them around.
Agreed.
I mean, if you don't need to sell them, don't.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Like-
minus 20.
Hey, there you go.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, like I said, that was a fine polar pass.
It's
Yep.
kind of like Papus, where you can just make a bunch of time save on Papus.
Yeah, sometimes you can have a really bad run in Papus. Crash itself had a weird period at some point too, where its games were not up to snuff, right?
Correct. Crash also had a very... Crash and Spyro are two franchises that kind of went on the same path in terms of weird trajectories in the lead up to modern day.
Yeah. I'd argue Spyro had it a little worse.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, like, it had Skylanders and that's about it.
Skylanders was successful. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's good. It's a shame about the money model, though.
Well, Toys to Life is just gonna be like that.
I feel like it was one of those, like, Skylanders as a concept and, like, Toys to Life in general. Like, it was probably a bit too forward for its time, or it, yeah.
It was definitely
Amiibos.
ahead of its time,
Yeah.
but it was also like... The market for Toys to Life became oversaturated very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
With,
the
like,
moment
Disney
everyone saw
and,
one
like,
thing.
all the other stuff that ended up happening with it.
Right, Disney.
Lego Dimension.
We have an oversaturated market. It's basically the same thing that killed Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
There were
died.
just too goddamn many of them, and the financial investment was just too fucking much for most people.
Yeah. And those people were planning on making a full-on Spyro 4.
Yep,
Keyword
Live it.
planning.
we don't live in that universe,
Yup,
and it sucks.
didn't happen. Stuff blows.
I hope that a proper Spyro 4 or Crash 5 ends up happening.
Yeah.
I mostly want to see Spyro, like, finally get something.
Yeah. It deserves it.
After Reignited did as well as it did,
Yeah.
it
yeah,
would
yeah.
be... I feel like it's a shame that Spyro just didn't end up with something.
It's a bit of a shame how the Spyro 3 port ended up, but 1 and 2 were good. The 3 port is still playable, mind. It's just
No, that one was better.
Not
That was
the
probably a
definitive
gold
version.
TA. That was actually a very good TA.
So,
Lap 3 especially was amazing.
these tracks.
yeah.
Well,
TA always looks so touch and go,
the most
so it's hard to tell there.
It's really easy to lose time in TA if you take a bad line.
Yeah.
We have time to save here, by the way. Right now we're looking at a 57 flat pace. We
Frick,
prob-
I should have used Year of Komodo Joe. He's a snake.
What?
Wait.
No,
It's Year of the
Komodo
Snake
Dragon.
Man.
It's in the name.
Right, Komodo Dragon.
It's not a
No.
snake.
Should have used that last year. Man. Pour one for missed opportunities.
Actually, here's a quick technical question for you. Does Sacred Fire negate off-road or no?
No.
Okay.
Explicitly no.
Okay. But it at least helps slow down the effects of like going into off-road then.
Yeah. The faster you're going, like, the more you can mitigate the speed loss.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm listening to both the engine and looking at the exhaust. I'm like, okay, you're going into like that ending. You're going into the ending off-road corner. Like very much with Sacred Fire. I'm like, okay, I can barely hear the slowdown at all.
That was incredible, by the way.
That was really good.
That's why I was asking, like, does Sacred Fire negate the speed loss of off-road?
You're not so
No, if you land on off-road on a downhill and with speed, then you can mitigate the downhill a lot.
Yeah, no, like that coded it really well. Yeah.
Raced oxen. We're going to lose our planet, and it will your fault.
We're gonna lose the planet. It's gonna be our fault. We're the destroyer of worlds. New Zelda chest opening.mp3.
That's literally what it is.
It really is.
Pretty shamelessly. Alright, I'm focusing up for this.
I'm gonna mute.
Ugh. Lasting Majesty really is a great song.
Fucking. These reserves are looking bad. Because they were. All right, it's not bad. Lap 3 sucked, but we're fine.
Yeah.
There
Not
wasn't
that
any
bad.
heinous time lost. let's be
Backload
real.
a little bit, but it's fine.
But yeah, no, Zephyr. The context of why I said unmuting is in Silent Lumi.
Yeah. I just missed it. I thought it was just
No, like
out of respect. Late in run.
No, I'm
it's
just
a
like
good run.
I don't. Yeah, no, it's literally just because of. Yeah. I'm just like I'm gonna be quiet.
Ah. Not my favorite castle, but it'll do.
Not too bad.
So that's what it needs to do.
All right,
Yeah.
make or break time.
That's
You really be hot for a while on this map, huh?
Yep. It's the strat.
I see.
We have to
I
froggy
assume
that.
specifically for
We have to froggy the USF speed as long as possible.
And correct me, the skip on this map you don't do on this run,
You
correct?
can't do any skips on this map.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
That was exactly even with my PB.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Pause for the road.
Yeah, it's pinstripe time.
Nope. Oxide.
Oh, Oxide Station first.
Pinstripe's
Then
next.
it pinstripe.
Is this map meant to be low gravity, or is it just...
That's real low gravity, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure, because I'm like,
Gold!
ho ho ho.
Wow, you call that?
We got time in
decent?
pinstripe, too.
Forget about it. If you
Really?
I think we have time in
outside,
Oxide as well.
Who's gonna have to get
No
things
shot.
I'm the speed champion, and I'm gonna say what for a size of course.
I just realized he's just straight up holding a gun.
Yeah. That's just pinstripe.
He's just holding the gun.
Yep.
Start boost. still worked out.
It's very impressive how quickly you go from like really depleting your reserves to getting it back up to like a decently like filled state. Like, and I'm going purely based off of like the pitch of the engine, like for the most part.
Full
Like,
mini
especially
turbos.
Gotcha.
That's the secret.
Okay. And then you're immediately back up again.
Yeah, because I know the line I have to take to get to that turbo pad.
Insane.
I only need them as far as this turn. Ah! I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Is it possible to get speed ghost during that coasting section?
Maybe?
It looks like there might be some weird
That was a
geometry
gold.
there.
I just want to point
Holy
out that was a
shit.
fucking gold. There was a mistake.
You
Yeah.
fell off and that was a gold. Pretty good.
You did say that there was time safe.
So, you beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be as lucky with side. Here's a for your troubles.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
The trophies to become world champion. What do
This man is this the guy who's trying to take over the world? My
Yes.
my.
He's threatening to turn the Earth into a parking lot. We gotta stop him.
God, you know what?
So
When
true,
you're
man.
the moment you remind
I hate
me of that, I'm like, man, Pinstripe is feels way more threatening compared to this guy. This is the guy who's gonna take over the planet. God.
And the race is
And you
over.
said. And you said the whole gimmick of Oxide is that he throws.
He cycles through items.
Okay, gotcha. Just throws everything in the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now let's just have 3 really solid runs of Oxide Station. Truly a very fitting victory lap, isn't it?
It's not over. This is still a very much a mechanics check course.
Oh yeah, no, there are so many twists and turns in this map, isn't there? Because
I think I split
Let's
early,
go,
but that's
game.
still a GG.
Yeah,
Well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
well done.
A bit dirty closing, but that's fine.
Yeah, I see a couple
Pretty
of
fat
bullets,
PB.
but it looks like.
So
Yeah,
57.
we had some mistakes in there, but it's fine.
That's time save.
Yeah.
That's big time save.